Hi, this is Brian Payton Joyner, and today I'm very excited to bring you some of my southern favorites. I'm going to give two salads. We're going to do one this week, and I'll play the other video next week. What we're doing first is a broccoli salad, which is fantastic with some fresh broccoli, a little red onion, some real bacon bits, cheddar cheese that's been shredded, not finely shredded, not extra fine. You want it to be kind of grated. And then we're just going for the sauce, we're going to use mayonnaise, apple cider vinegar, and a little sugar. Super easy. We're doing this because summer's here, and in Palm Springs, it's already 108. So I don't want to be cooking all day. I'm going to do a little quick salad prep assembly. One of the first things that I want to do is prepare this dressing, because what I'm going to want to do is I want this onion to sit in that dressing and let those onion flavors mellow a little bit. The dressing calls for a cup of mayonnaise. Now in the South I would have Duke's mayonnaise, but out West we have to settle for Best Foods. This is 2 cups, so I'm just going to use about half of this. I'll put that in there, and that's about right. Then we will do 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And a lot of times you can substitute one vinegar for another, but this is not something that you really can substitute. You need that sort of sweetness that you get from apple cider vinegar, and a white vinegar is just not going to do that. I'm going to add first off 1 pack of sugar. This is going to be equivalent to about a teaspoon or so, and then I will just stir that up. Now it's always complicated to taste test a dressing like this. It's easier to wear it. It's complicated to taste test it, and I think probably a whisk would have been better. So definitely as a tip, when you're stirring this, a whisk is going to be a lot better than the spoon that I use. Lesson learned for me here. So what I'm going to do is just get a little tasting spoon. And what I'm looking for in the tasting is I want to get a little bit of acidity and a little bit of sweetness. If it's too mayonnaise-y, I'm going to crank up the flavors on that. I was dating this girl and her mom made this fantastic broccoli salad, and it was with this wonderful cheese and bacon bits versus raisins. I mean, all the difference in the world. Okay, that has the right amount of tang, as you can tell. That's going to be good. You can try it with a little bit of broccoli. We'll sprig like that and just kind of see how it is. That's going to be the ultimate taste test. That is perfect. Now I'm going to make sure that this broccoli is smaller. That's why I broke that off. But first I'm going to do this onion. When you're chopping up veggies, I might recommend that you invest in one of these Teflon Kevlar gloves. These are fantastic. And one of the problems that I had with this was it was always hard to keep clean. So that's why I got this very inexpensive, I think it was $10 to get this pack of like 500 of these little blue gloves. And then I can take this and, you know, it's not gonna, I mean, don't try that at home, but it gives you a little bit of protection. And I'm well known for cutting my fingers by accident, of course. Now you're gonna wanna chop these very finely, and then you're going to let them, you're gonna put them in the dressing. This is about half of an onion. I think that's gonna be the right amount. You can always add more onion, you can't take it away. Go ahead and throw about half of this onion in. Throw my sauce in here. I am going to toss this in here. Let that sit. Now the broccoli, you don't want it to be too big. So I'm going to take this broccoli and I'm going to cut that part of it off. So you really want to try to do stuff for a barbecue where you're not going to need a knife. And even something like that big, you want these to be more bite-sized kind of pieces. And I'd say cut off this huge stalk on this. I'm going to throw my cheese in. Like I said, you want to make sure that you have a grated cheese. You can do it yourself, or you can just buy cheese already grated. Just make sure that it's not too finely grated. Or I recommend just trying to do it yourself. You're going to throw in, I always like to take the ingredients and throw in about half before I start, get a sense of it, because you never know. I don't know why. Different days you can have different mixtures with this. And what I used was that bag of broccoli, which was about 14 ounces. I'm going to toss this up, and as you can see, this actually looks pretty decently dressed. You obviously don't want it to be drowning, but you also don't want it to be dry. I think that looks really good. I think I see the right amount of cheese in there. The bacon bits look very good. I'm going to do just a little bit of, taste just a little bit of this, get a little broccoli. Now when you let this sit a little longer, the stuff's going to collect on these broccoli stalks. It's going to really be delicious. That is really good. It's got enough bacon. I'm going to add a couple more onions. That's really savory, creamy from the mayonnaise. Got a little bit of sweetness, got a little bit of kick. It's going to be a fantastic and versatile salad. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for at least a couple of hours. You always want to do when you're making a salad like this, it's really important to let the ingredients marinate. And you don't have to do this, but it's a good idea also to mix it up every now and then. So, because what will have a tendency to happen is the dressing will fall to the bottom and you want to just sort of constantly toss it. This is my girlfriend's mama's southern broccoli salad. Got broccoli, red onion, bacon bits, cheddar, and a wonderful southern style mayonnaise, vinegar, sweet dressing. You're all going to love this. It's Brian Payton Joyner. Tune in next week and I'll show you how to make a fantastic South Carolina coleslaw.